I'm with Mr. Orlando Pandolfi, a Director of Music Programs at St. Paul's. Thank you for this session, this interview.
Hi, Jean. It's great to see you again.
Thank you. I think that's the dilemma that many Asian students face. Schools back in Asia, where they're coming from, are so challenging and rigorous academically that they usually take private lessons or practice on their own. But when they come to St. Paul's, they are asked to perform together as an orchestra.
Right.
So how do you work with students who are coming from such background where they're used to performing on their own?
Well, you know, when they're string players, if they have enough experience, they can fit into the orchestra pretty well, pretty quickly, because they learn from each other. It's you know, the peers are really important too. We address in private lessons, we address issues like pitch and rhythm, but if those things are solid, then in the orchestra, chances are they're going to be fine. The biggest issue, I think, with Asian students or Asian families is that they like to start their kids early.
Yes.
Yeah, and so consequently, there are really only two instruments where you can start at a really, really early age, and that's the violin, because they make varied sizes violin, or any kind of keyboard instrument,
like
typically piano. Now, the wind and brass instruments that are very, very crucial for symphony orchestras and for concert bands and wind ensembles and things like that, you really, there's a certain age where it's just too young to manipulate the instrument, because they're too big. I mean, if you're an 8-year-old and you're trying to play clarinet, it's very, very difficult and very, very discouraging. And I know the American students, they tend to start 10, 11, 12. The most successful programs I've seen, the students actually start, they wait until they're 12, and they do pre-instruments, just because the frustration of trying to overcome this crazy piece of apparatus can be very discouraging. Now, culturally, I've noticed also that my Korean students or my Chinese students have much better drive. I don't mean this isn't a stereotype really, but it's a compliment. There's a better drive to overcome this kind of adversity. And there's a stick-to-itiveness that I think has been disappearing with a lot of our American students. So, you know, one of my dreams is to go over there and start a wind program, you know, knowing that we're going to have some students that are going to be, you know, they're going to really just try to overcome each obstacle in a very, very dedicated, intentional way.
So students who, I guess, start with piano or violin is around age 9, 10 is a good time in their life to pick up a second instrument.
Well, maybe think about playing a wind instrument. Now, if they're playing a violin, there's I mean, that's a great instrument to just stay with. I'm thinking more of the piano players who aren't really trying to be piano players, you know, but are looking to participate in something larger. And piano is such a lonely instrument, unless you're at such a high level that you're playing good chamber music. And you know, that's only a very small percentage of the overall number of students. So, you know, if they're thinking, I want to do something that I can participate in, so they should think, with the piano background, they'll have good musical background. So say they might want to consider, you know, flute or oboe or the more unusual instruments, bassoon, French horn, or brass instruments, really.
Great. Okay. Well, I think that was good.
Yeah, okay. Excellent.
Thank you.